Now, we got news. That's right, One Crack News. We got news on One Crack News. Now, I had word that there is a new video on the horizon, a new PS5 game. Might be available on all platforms. But the PS5 got a game coming. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be quite entertaining. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the love and support. I really do. Whoa, gotta make a turn here. It's an amazing game. It's an open world game, absolutely. This game on PS5 is gonna break records. I can't wait to play that game. Well, I think it's still in the developmental stages. Yeah, I find it quite amazing. Yeah, it's a game. It's called Grand Theft Gambling. Casino nights. See, you start off as this former NBA basketball player who blows $100-something million throughout, and now he's got to go and try to make ends meet because he ain't got all these houses and mansions that he had to pay for, and the rent is due. So he's running out of money. He's getting fat, looking like a big sack of, manure. So the NBA basketball player, he's upset. Nobody is listening to him anymore. His words are falling on deaf ears. So he started to feel himself like, I can come back, but I got a little side hustle going. Some guys from an Israelis mob just happened to say, hey, we want to run casino and we want to use your place. We pay you big money. So he agrees. He's loving it. He's got new ideas for it and everything. So he's thinking the casino's gonna be bringing in a lot of money. And he gonna be back on Easy Street. He can pay off all the baby mamas and everything. So the game really much starts there. You start off as this former NBA player as he wakes up out of his slumber. He goes on Instagram all night, texting people. You could do that. And one thing I like about this game is that even though he's a former NBA basketball player, you get to select what sex is he. Is he male, gay, non-binary? I think that's a good option, especially for him. I think he in the non-binary part. The non-binary fits. Yeah, the character name is Gildo. So Gildo goes through the whole game and he's trying to start casinos in these mansions. So you got to go in there, start your casino, talk to the Israeli mob, and it's an amazing game. Then the federal government's going to come closing in. You see the Fed cars jump out. They look like men in black. They got on black sunglasses. They jump out. And then Gildo got to run. He's throwing dildos at people. As he runs to make his getaway. Try to take their car and run. They arrest him. He pays $50,000, gets out, thinks nothing's going to happen to him in the trial. They're going to drop his charges. They're not after him. He rolled over on the Israeli mob. And then now the Israeli mob is trying to kill him. So now he's going to the casino to try to make more money to pay for the illegal casino. Yep. So he's trying to get money to pay for the illegal casino by going to the real casino. Yep. Grand theft gamble. Well, it's interesting because you get to beat Gildo with a nightstick. If you want to be the feds, you could be the feds or you could be Gildo. Non-binary Gildo. His pronouns are whatever the hell it pronouns is whatever the hell he wanted to be that day. Gildo. Does this sound like a game you would be interested in playing? I think it would be a #1 seller. Gildo. Oh, I'm loving every minute of it. Well, we'll see what happened to Gildo, and will the $50,000 bond be enough? Or will the fans kick in the door, wave in the fofo? All they heard is Gildo don't want it no more. Well, Dildo got a lot of responsibilities. But Gildo's a little reckless. So, oh yeah. Well, Gildo don't care. Gildo looks at it as a release. It's a release for Gildo. Well, I think if Gildo wants to continue down that path, then, it's an interesting character. This is part 1. Grand theft gambling, casino nights. Man. I think it's well diverse. They got gay clubs in there for him to go into. Yeah, it's a very interesting game for Gildo. Yep. Oh, you could change the last name to be anything, But I believe in the game they call him Gildo Arenas. so I don't know what that means. Well, when you run out of money in the game, you go to this place called Underdog Fantasy. It's a building. You walk in there and you run into a bunch of guys who believe that you're special because you keep yelling at them and throwing tantrums, and they keep giving you money, and you run out and you go out and get in more trouble. It's amazing. Well, you only got so many times you can go to Underdog Fantasy. So Underdog Fantasy started seeing some other people that were not yelling at them and not making them any trouble and giving them, top shelf promotion. And they said, hey, I like this. I thought we couldn't have it this way. It was like, no, you can't have it that way. Well, when you run into a place that is a complete ransacked dump, you know your levels, It's going to be hard for somebody like him to go back to the normal life that a regular person would live. So, if you're talking about Gildo, that's going to be a very different experience for him, It's a hard game to play, Definitely if you're playing as Gildo, he thinks he's untouchable, so nothing can harm him. But there's going to be a lot of life lessons for Gildo, A lot of life lessons. Especially if you decide to play that way, Some people can play that style, others cannot. I think it's best that people keep in mind that these are human beings. They have a certain nature about themselves. And Gildo is not a perfect man. He makes mistakes a lot. And I just think the game will be exciting. Will there be a part 2 to the game? I don't know. It might be a prison version, Grand Theft Gambling prison version. So we have to wait and see. Yeah, we gotta wait and see for Gildo. Yeah, I know it's gonna be quite of an experience for him. Quite a reality check. Man, storm clouds are something else, boy. When you see a real storm coming, you say, woo! And I'm by all this farmland, and I'm not trying to be by the farm. Touchdown real quick. That's a rapola. Oh, look at that. That lightning just touched down over there. Woo, look at that. It's right in that area too, touching down. As long as it's standing across the street. Do I ever know somebody that got struck by lightning? No, I've heard of a guy whose uncle was hit by lightning. He survived, and he wasn't even hit. Like the lightning didn't touch him; it was by him. And because that lightning hit the way it did, it messed him up. You get hit by lightning and survive? My goodness. You don't want to mess with that Mac Daddy. Oh, now it went over here. Yeah, Gildo, man. That'd be a great game. So, would you cop that game on PS5? Gildo is the character. Well, you could pick your own clothing, but normally he wears a tank top with no sleeves. Some real tight biker shorts. Says he's working out, but he's just hanging around the house. Yeah, good old Gildo. Grand Theft Gambler. Casino nights. Oh. It's getting real in the field. Yeah, the Cowboy game is on. They got Travis Hunter in Jacksonville playing right now. You know, Travis Hunter go, yeah, see, that's why I got married, huh, see, yeah, she my girl, get your own girl, woo! Oh, there it is. I done got closer to the action. All of that activity is way too much for me. And I'm driving right to the store. That was crazy. Thunder makes noise. Lightning strikes. You see that? That's lightning striking. over there is getting lit up. And they've been getting lit up for a minute. Woo. Yeah. Yep, I gotta drive through this storm. So I'm gonna get off this phone. I don't wanna do nothing to attract this doggone lightning to the car. Alright. Yeah, it ought to be a fun video game. I think it'll be a great learning experience for the kids. Well, those who are 17 or 18 and up. So you can learn, don't be like Gildo. Yep, I'm out.